The 13, 14, and 16 hours of study is a total lie and a waste of your time. And don't just believe my word for this, because I was in the same position as you last year, when I was in October stuck with this कि okay, I have to study 13 hours, 14 hours every single day, and that's what I did. That's what I did for 6 days. I felt great. I was making great progress. I was completing a chapter day by day. But guess what? 6 days I did this. The seventh day I woke up and I felt I did not want to do anything at all. 3 days later, I was finally getting back on my momentum, studying 2 hours, 3 hours. 6 days later, a week later, I was able to get back to 6 hours again. And that's what you should learn from this journey, that yes, 13, 14 hours might feel good right now for 3 days, for 4 days, but after a week, it will absolutely drown your preparation. But let's break it down. Why does this exactly happen? Your brain might not be able to handle 13, 14 hours a day of studying. And even if it can handle that much of work, what it requires is ultimate and total rest. That requires 8 hours of sleep and more after that as well. Because when you're studying for 13, 14 hours, you have a session of 3.5 hours as well. And after that, you need so much rest that sitcoms do not provide, your TV channels do not provide, rather a walk in nature, meditation, or non-sleep deep rest. That is what provides that rest. And you require so much rest that it is unsustainable in the long run and even in the short run as well. Because you might be studying 13 hours for 3 days, but your sleep is only 6 hours. So the fourth day, you will not be able to get any work done at all. And that's what I want to tell you as well. This is so less productive as compared to your 7 hours, 8 hours of study. तुम्हारा मन ही नहीं लगता है यार. You keep forcing yourself, you keep forcing yourself, you keep forcing yourself for 3 days, and the fourth day, the big break will happen, like it did with me. I had this break around July, August. I was studying for 11 hours straight, and there were multiple reasons for it, but this was one big reason as well. And I kept forcing myself to do more, to do more, to do more, without realizing the hampering it had on my productivity and my mental morale. But while some kind of setback is always present in every single preparation, I have one story that will haunt you, and it does haunt me till now. And I think the story is around September time of last year. I was studying electrochemistry for the first time. I did half the theory, and the next day I woke up that I have to study 14 hours today. So I started off, I completed the theory, I completed the FITZ package of electrochemistry, I completed mains PYQs, and I even completed advanced PYQs of electrochemistry in the same day itself. I did not solve every question because I saw that the ideas were repeating, so I skipped those questions. But it's like same day, and I completed electrochemistry in one day. Let's fast forward 4 months. 4 months later, electrochemistry was my weakest chemistry chapter. I got 77 out of 100 and 99.23 in chemistry, and the 2 questions I got wrong were from electrochemistry. But why did this happen? I did the mains and advanced PYQs as well. Memory fog. If you don't rest, but you keep forcing yourself to be doing 13, 14 hours, you would not remember shit of what you're learning. The actual revising comes from only 1 hour and 1.5 hours of work where you're actually enjoying yourself. So you're walking around, you're sitting in sunlight, and that's when you actually revise. Not that I revise for 13 hours straight, because then you'll not remember anything. But misunderstanding my words will bring even more harm to you. Look, 13 hours of unproductive work is still better than 8 hours of unproductive work. Even if you're studying 7 to 8 hours, but it's unproductive, then there's no point in not studying so much. So what's the best way to work? And I realized this type of work after November and December, and I kept pushing myself again and again. But I'm telling you this right now so that you don't have to suffer for your upcoming mains or advanced or even for your class 12th as well. Keep a timer and keep a task list always with you. I always had this with me, timer. I always had my task list with me. You have to define your tasks in the terms of the hours or the number of some kind of time that it will take you to complete that task. And you need to monitor the time as well. So like, let's say if I have to study 8 hours today, I have to do 4 sessions of 2 hours. So I'm going to simply put a timer with the task beside me. What this does is it puts your brain instantly into a focus mode, because you see the timer starting and you see your task in front of you. So you just have to work right there and there. It shows and it saves you so much cognitive load as well कि हाँ मैं बैठ तो गया पढ़ने पर मैं क्या पढ़ूं, ये सब नहीं होने वाला. And the honest truth that I want to tell you is यार देखो मेरे को टाइम ज्यादा लग गया था and I still scored 99.23 in chemistry, 98.35 in JEE. बट तुम्हारे को मैं ये जल्दी बता रहा हूँ, मैं तुम्हारे को ऐसी बहुत चीजें बताने वाला हूँ जेई के बारे में जो तुम स्ट्रगल करते होगे बट यू वॉन्ट इवन रियलाइज इट. डू यू नो व्हाई? Because I documented my whole journey of JEE and I know exactly the places I struggled in. And you can watch this video to be doing the same thing for you as well. कोई भी JEE क्रैक करने के लिए या कोई भी एग्जाम क्रैक करने के लिए if you sit 16 hours a day, but if it's unproductive and if it's having such a load on you, then there's no point. To crack JEE or any exam, you don't need 13-14 hours. Rather, you need 8 hours simply, and just for you to always think about your goal in those 8 hours. Do not distract yourself in those 8 hours. And I hope my videos help you with this purpose as well. Thank you for watching. Subscribe for more tips. I'll see you later.